Hi, and welcome to the Yarn Habit Geek podcast. My name is Laura. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Ravelry as Yarn Habit Geek. There is also a Ravelry group where you can find all the show notes, including info on the Doctor Who cow. Well, that I'm hosting till the end of August now. So this is probably going to be a short episode because during the past week, I was actually focused mainly on one whip. And also, I was a little more focused on a con that I went to on the weekend for one day. So, I'll talk a little bit about that later on in the episode, but let's get started with this week's episode, shall we? Alright, let's get started with whips of the week. I only have 3 whips, 2 of which was done one day. However, the last whip I'm going to show is the one I was mainly focused on and totally forgot about all my other whips I was supposed to work on during the week. So let's get started with the one I was working on last night, because I was winding up all of the sock yarn I have not wound up, because I figured I might as well just add them into my blanket. And oh my god, unfortunately, I just pulled out the needle, so I'm gonna be this is the next square in my Cozy Memories blanket, but now I'm now gonna have to rip it back since I accidentally pulled out the needle on screen. This is what I get for using a long needle and not having it properly pulled down, because I was gonna finish it. So I'm just gonna, hopefully I can get it all back on the needle so I don't have to do all that hard work again. So that was my goof, and on camera too. Alright, so at least the next one I know is not going to slip off the needle, because I've already placed it far enough that it's not on any of the needle, and it's the next square in the Ron Weasley blanket. And the fact that I am halfway through row number 4 now, so hopefully I will have more squares done in the future. And I'll probably show the blanket next once I finish that row. So I'm only showing it this week because of the lack of whips this week. But let's get on with the one that took my focus this week, which was my Jack and the Beanstalks. And I finally got past. So last I showed it, I was halfway through the foot section, but I finished the foot section and the heel, and I realized working on the heel for this one that I goofed up on this heel. Basically, it was this section right here. Yeah, apparently I didn't read the directions right the first time, probably because I was you know what? I remember I was working on this, I think, back at the last place I lived in. And my mind probably may have been scattered. But I am now on the leg of the sock, and soon it will be finished. And since these are for me, I'm not gonna worry. It's kind of like with the Griffin socks that I worked on, that I showed that I goofed up the heel flap. Since these are for me, I'm not gonna bother or worry about it, since they're for me. If I was doing it for making these for someone else, I would be worrying. So that is it for whips of the week. Next and last segment for this week, it's gonna be about the con. Alright, time for some con talk. So this past weekend on Saturday, I went to Mississauga for TFCon, which is a Transformers convention. And I would have done the entire weekend of the con, but unfortunately that would have cost me more money travel-wise. And I actually chose to go to the con on Saturday just because Saturday's a great day for me to go to a con. And not the Sunday, even though Sundays are more calmer. Or I can get stuff done faster on a Saturday. And a lot of the panels I want to do is on Saturday. And not Sunday for some strange reason. But I had a wonderful time at TFCon. I didn't get much photo-wise done, but let's... basically, I only did like 4 photos with the 2 of my friends and the 2 guests I went there to see. So, yay! And I'll be showing that after I'm done talking about this and at the end of this episode. If you're wondering who the 2 guests were, they were Gary Chalk and David Kay, who both did voices in Beast Wars, which was a show back in the 90s that I watched as a kid before I went off to school. Well, every single morning. But since I live here in Canada, it was actually called Beasties. But I always know it as Beast Wars because I watched it on an American channel, which, weirdly enough, aired it both as Beasties and Beast Wars. So that was a little weird watching that growing up. Having it called by the 2 names on an American channel. Well, and that is actually going to be it for this week's episode. Hopefully I will have worked on other projects for next week. Like, mainly my Doctor Who item that I'm working alongside for the Cal, and also the Red Hood sweater, which I desperately need to finish for next month as well. So basically I have 2 sweaters that are due next month. So hopefully I'm going to set aside at least 1 week to work on both of them. So, and once again, that is it for this week's episode. I will see you all next week. Till then, stay crafty, my friends.